All right. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. My name is Danica Todd. I'm the owner of Supporting West Ashley, and this morning I have with me Tarah Herrington. She is with Well-Rounded Healing and a member of Supporting West Ashley, and she is honoring us this morning with a wonderful sound bath with her singing bowl. So I will let you take it from here, Tarah.
Awesome. Thank you, Danica.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy to be a member of Supporting West Ashley. We're a small collective group of like-minded practitioners that work here in the West Ashley area of Charleston, South Carolina. There may be a few of you on here that are not from Charleston or South Carolina, which is very exciting. And there's probably a couple people on here that I've never done a sound bath before. So I'm going to do a little introduction for you. Again, my name is Tarah Herrington, and I'm an acupuncturist, but I'm also a Reiki master, and I combine several modalities into one into my practice. So in my practice, I have discovered the amazing gift and talent of the singing bowls. And the singing bowls are so amazing. I have 7, and you can see there's one here, and I'm actually going to go this direction, to be honest with you. So there's 7, and they all coincide with the 7 chakras, okay? So the 7 chakras are we're going to start at the base, and the base is the root chakra, which is this bowl here. So I'm going to give you a little ring so you understand what that sounds like. Typically in a sound bath, because they're not virtual, I'm not going to do so much explaining because you're in person, you can see, you can feel, but I just want to do a little combo on these sound bowls so that you understand what they sound like, which chakra they coincide with, where the chakra is, kind of a little bit about the chakra. So the root chakra is at the base of the spine, okay? And that root chakra, the color typically associated with root chakra is going to be red or black. Either one of those colors you can use for visualization when you're visualizing a chakra. And a chakra is basically an energy center of the body, of the energetic body, okay? It's not necessarily like our organs or sinews or anything that has to do with the physicality of the body. It's more about the energetic system of the body. And the root chakra, like I said, is at the base of the spine. Our chakras, when they're in balance, they're going to spin like a pinwheel. If you guys can remember what a pinwheel looks like, it's a swirling, circling, like almost like a funnel-like figure. And it's going to, when it's in balance, it's going to spin clockwise. If it's out of balance, it could be going counterclockwise. If it's low on energy, sometimes I will feel a lack of energy, or maybe there's some coolness there. But typically, if you put your hands over a chakra area, we're going to feel, I mean, you may not feel if you're not as energy sensitive, but for people that are doing a lot of energy work or doing a lot of meditation, anyone who's kind of activating that part of their body, that energetic body, you may be able to feel over those centers if there's heat. Is there almost like nothing, like a coolness or like a depletion? Is it really intense energy? Sometimes the heat with the intensity can mean that it's an excess. It's got too much going on, and it needs to be filtered out and needs to be balanced to the rest of the chakras. So again, I'm talking about the root chakra right now. And the root chakra is, like I said, at the base of the spine. So you're kind of looking at legs, you're looking at, sacrum, or not sacrum actually, because there's a second chakra, or the second chakra is the sacrum. But we're looking more, again, sort of like legs. That's probably more where we're looking in terms of physicality. And then also, it's about, in terms of emotional support for this root chakra, that's going to be where you have tribal stuff or family stuff or friend stuff. It's about our needs, our basic necessity to live. So right now, with what's going on and all the stay-at-home quarantines, and with the virus coming out, I think we're going to see a lot of root chakra stuff happening. So I'll be playing the root chakra quite a bit for you all, because it's our safety, it's our, it's food, it's water, it's money, it's shelter, it's family, it's tribal. That's the root chakra for us. So this bowl sounds like this. So you can see this is the root chakra. And when I'm playing the bowls, if you want to visualize, I'm not going to tell you which bowls I'm playing, but you can, hopefully you're closing your eyes. But if you're not, that's okay too. You can watch me. It's not a big deal. But you know, once you kind of see me playing them all, you're going to probably be like, all right, that's enough. I'm bored now. But close your eyes and try to feel the sound through your body. Again, earbuds are going to be helpful if you have those in, or some kind of headphones, all right? Moving on to the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is right over the sacrum. It's right in that pelvic cavity. And the color associated with that one is going to be orange. Typically, we'll see reproductive issues, perhaps in the solar, or not solar, I'm sorry, the sacral chakra. You'll see hip stuff, and the sacral chakra is all about creativity. So whether we're talking about the actual creation of a human, or whether we're talking about passion and desire and creativity through what we want to manifest in this life. So it's not just the physical human part of it, it's also the emotional and dreamlike state of wanting to produce our dreams and follow through our intuition and our abilities to be able to manifest in life. And again, the color associated with this chakra is going to be orange. And here's the bowl. So you can see that that's they're quite loud, actually. They're quite, have a big sound to them. Moving up, so solar plexus, between the umbilicus or the belly button and the xiphoid process, which is that sternum area of the rib cage. So right through here. And the color associated with the solar plexus is yellow. And the solar plexus is all about our confidence. It's about how we see ourselves. It's about our will. It's about how we move through life. It's how we process life. So if you have, maybe some digestive issues, or you're not, processing life properly, maybe there's some acid reflux coming up, that's sort of that like inability to be able to accept things, inability to be able to accept a situation, or even process again your emotions. So that's that, and that color associated with the solar plexus is yellow. And the sound of that bowl is like this. That one is very loud. I don't know why some of them are louder than others, but that one in particular is quite loud. So that you guys might feel a little bit of solar plexus stuff happening for you, especially if you're feeling a lot of angst and anxiety. I feel like that is a typical area for people, especially when their confidence is taking a hit. You will see people having issues there. So we'll do quite a bit of root chakra and quite a bit of solar plexus as well. And then moving on up, moving into the heart chakra. The heart chakra is green. That's the color associated with that one. And the heart chakra is all about communication. It's all about connection to others. It's not connection to self. It is connection to others. So it's that relationship chakra. And it doesn't have to just be a lover. It can also be family, friends, a colleague, classmate, you name it. That heart chakra is all about communication to others, and it's about relationship to others. And the sound of that one is this. So right now, I will be honest with you, my heart chakra has been having a lot of reactivity at night. I feel like there's a huge disturbance among people. We're all really rattled right now. So that heart chakra, for me, I'm having crazy vivid dreams, having a really hard time sleeping, waking up, having, bursting into tears. I don't really feel like there's a real reason at night when I'm sleeping that I should be crying, but I've had a couple of bouts where I felt really perplexed by the energy that I was feeling. So I just think everyone's a little rattled right now. So we'll do plenty of heart chakra in calming the heart, calming the Shen. It's Chinese medicine talk, but calming that spirit part of the heart. Moving up into the throat chakra, the color associated with that one is going to be like more like a turquoise blue, or kind of like a emerald bluish color. It's not a super dark blue, it's sort of a light blue. And this one is all about speaking your truth, okay? So this one is about what you need to say in your life. Are you in alignment with your truth? Are you standing up for yourself? Are you able to use your boundaries? Are you able to say no to people? Are you able to say yes? So the throat chakra is very, very powerful. And I feel like for women especially, our throat chakras have been repressed and have had a lot of oppression. So typically on women, I usually find that the throat chakra usually does need a little help, a little extra work. So just be aware of that and be familiar with the idea that if you're not speaking your truth, you might feel like you have a tight throat. There might be, like we call it in Chinese medicine, plump chi, but that's that sort of like there's a lump in your throat. That's that feeling. It's the chi or the energy is getting stuck in that throat area. Again, sort of a light blue. Here's the sound. And moving up into the third eye. The third eye is about how we're able to see our truth. Are we able to see a future? Are you able to intuit things? Are you able to be clairvoyant and see what's coming down the pipeline? And that one is associated with the color indigo blue. And it's oh, sorry, you can't see my head now. But this one, again, this is about sort of seeing your future, seeing your truth, being able to have clarity in your life. It's a very, I think this is probably one of the more intuitive chakras for sure. So I'm going to play that one. You can see what that sounds like. It's interesting. It's a deep sound, isn't it? And we're going to move to the top of the head, the crown. The crown chakra is associated with violet. And the crown chakra is all about connecting to yourself, connecting to your higher self. Oh. Sorry, guys. It looks like the audio might be not working. Okay. I'm sorry if the audio is not, let me know, you guys, if the audio is truly not working and no one can hear me. Okay.
They can hear you. There's somebody's hearing a phone alert come through, and I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. It's not coming from you, I don't think.
I haven't heard any phone alerts on my end, and my phone isn't over here. But I will say that sometimes my computer does have a phone alert go through, but it always rings and it's not, there's no ringing here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Sorry, guys.
You're fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. So crown chakra, the crown chakra, again, like I said, is all about connectivity to your higher self, to, again, the intuitive part of you. So you're going to notice that the higher chakras, or I say higher, but they're the ones that are up on the top of the body, those chakras are more about intuition. Those chakras are more about being connected to the ethereal, being connected to the spirit, being connected to your higher self or a higher consciousness, okay? So that's sort of when we're meditating, that's where a lot of people are meditating behind the third eye, or they're meditating at the crown chakra. And that's where you're going to receive a lot of information. So when someone says intuitively, I've just received a download, well, what they're talking about is the crown chakra, and that's clear cognizance. And that's when you actually just know something. You're like, I don't know how I know this, but I just like all of a sudden just know this information. I just know it out of nowhere. It comes to you like that. That's your crown chakra. And it's sort of that communication again with your higher self, with your intuition, and your ability to be able to read situations, and your ability to be able to just know things. And again, there's a whole bunch of different clairs, meaning intuitive abilities, the senses of our intuitive abilities. It comes in a lot of different forms, but that's one of them. And again, remember, this is the violet color, and this is the sound of the crown chakra. A big sound. So I know this is a lot, and I realize this is a lot for people if you've never ever heard of a chakra before. But there is a lot to it. I mean, the internal body versus the energetic body, they're both very complex systems, and they're really cool systems too. So if you start to dabble in the energetic body, you're going to start to notice yourself healing faster. You're going to notice yourself starting to be able to connect into your intuition better. You'll have a better relationship with yourself too, and I think ultimately with other people as well. So I will begin the sound bath. I know that's what you guys came here for, but I just wanted to make sure you guys understand that each of these bowls has a purpose, and each of these bowls is healing some part of you that's deeper. And don't be fooled that, like, you know, I did have somebody ask me once at a sound bath. She was like, well, all of that chakras fall upward or upward, you know, in an up pattern, starting at the root all the way to the top. And that is true to some extent, but they all feed off of each other. It is not one way. Just like anything in the world or anything in the system, it's never black and white. It's never just one way. This is a very complex system. So if I'm working on your throat chakra, all of a sudden you might have your stomach just start gurgling and gurgling because all of a sudden that throat chakra that was closed, now that it's open, it's feeding down into the solar plexus because that was an area that wasn't being nourished by you standing up for yourself, because that's feeding your confidence, right? So there's a lot of complexity to this. It's not just I'm playing some singing bowls. Yes, I am playing singing bowls, and I hope you guys relax. I hope you have a wonderful enjoyment of the bowls, but please know that this is doing something, and you guys need to be aware that as you go throughout your day, stuff might come up for you, or you might find yourself crying, or you might find yourself having an epiphany. You might all of a sudden feel really good. So just be aware if stuff starts coming up for you, or you're having dreams at night. Pay attention to those. See what is coming to the surface, because these bowls will help you to understand more about yourself and what needs attention, okay? So without further ado, let's begin the sound bath. I want everyone to get super comfy. Maybe if you have back issues, get a bolster under your legs, so like a pillow or a folded up blanket with something to kind of support your back. You can close your eyes. You can get an eye pillow if you want. If you have an amazing essential oil that you just love, 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 you know, crack that open. Or if you have something already going, that's great. But just get super comfy, okay? We're going to start, I'm going to start my sound bath, and we're going to start with the root chakra, and we're going to work our way up, and then I'll start playing different bowls depending upon what I'm getting intuitively for this group. All right, here we go. into this realm, back into this reality here. I hope that you all had a quiet, relaxing experience. And I just want to tell you that I started to receive a lot of information through the bowls and through your energy and through everybody's energy about sort of what is most affected right now. And this is not just our group of people online right now. This is everybody everywhere. The last 3 bowls that I played repetitively towards the end, I specifically played the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the third eye. And the reason I played those 3 bowls together and then sort of separately as the others were fading was because those are the 3 chakras right now that are the most lit up, the most affected through this experience of this coronavirus. We have the root chakra, of course. Our survival is really, for a lot of people, is alarmed. And even for people who are maybe not financially impacted, you're still impacted by the fact that there's a virus being spread all over the world, not just here in our hometowns. It's all over the world. So we've got that survival part of us ignited. And we also have our heart chakra ignited because it affects all of us. I mean, this is one thing that every single human being in the world can say, this affects us all. Every single one of us. And we're all looking at relationship to other, and talk about, going into isolation and not being allowed to be in a relationship with others physically. Doesn't mean that we're not in relationship through these means, but that is a huge chakra that has been completely affected as well. And I think that's what I'm feeling at night a lot, is that heart chakra, the rattled, the spirit has been shaken. And then the third eye is 100% a chakra that everybody's trying to activate, whether you realize it or not. We are all trying to activate this chakra because everybody's like, well, what the heck's coming down the pipeline? I have to see what's going to happen. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? That, my friends, is third eye. And when I played the third eye bowl today, it was just resonating through my whole entire body, just almost like I was buzzing, and it was intense. It was an intense vibration through my body, and I felt this deep, deep desire and need to know what's going to happen. So I played all 3 of those bowls at the very end really intensely to try to help balance and calm those centers. I played all the bowls, as you know, but those are the 3 I focused on the last part of this. And please understand that while maybe not all of us have the degree of, shaken aura or shaken energy field, many people are, and you're going to feel that. You are going to feel other people's energy. So this is a big reason why I wanted to do this sound bath today. So I really hope that the sound quality was okay for you guys. I would love some feedback because I'd like to do this again, and your feedback will help me to create hopefully a better experience. Danica, thank you so much for hosting this for me. I think I would have been freaking out if I had to do this all by myself, which hopefully the next week I'm going to plan another sound bath on my own, but we'll see if I use Zoom or something else. But I just want as much feedback as I can get so that I can make it better for the next one. But thank you guys so much for joining me. It's such an honor to have you, and I feel so grateful to be in space with you, even if I can't be in person with you. I am going to start doing some Instagram stories and some Facebook stories in regards to the deeper meaning of this coronavirus and sort of the deeper purpose of what's coming down the pipeline and what's happening. And I know probably need to figure out how. This is a brand new computer, by the way, brand spanking new, so I don't know how to turn all the things off on it, so I'm gonna have to sit down and figure that out. So I apologize for that. But I'll keep you guys posted on the next sound bath. Thank you so much, Danica. You are the best.